Hello everyone, Attack Power here with another game from the Steel Division 2 League, jumping down to Division 3 here with Kerbanautg, I can never say his name, Kerbanautg versus Crippling Depression. Let's dive right in here to Orsha East. And on the left in the red, we have Kerbanautg, we're just calling him Kerb on 4th Canadian with balanced income. And on the right in the blue, we have Crippling Depression playing first Lovas on Vanguard income. So a quick deck list rundown this time, a little short on time here. So on the left, 4th Canadian, a very solid division. Of course, it's Western Allies, so of course it's good. And this one just is a straight up good division as is. Recon tab here, Staghound, Scouts, and literally 3 cards of Shermans. The infantry tab here, 82 infantry. Nice balance. I do love the balance part though. We have Assault Pioneers, Defense Group, Rifles, Piat, all in A phase. Then actually pretty small A phase, actually. A lot of those are really small infantry squads. Then B phase, Field Engineers, Rifles, and the leader double vetted. And then C phase, 2 cards of Kangaroo Rifles. So quite a setup there. Tank tab, 21 tanks here. Some Stuarts and Shermans and Fireflies in A. Some more Shermans and Fireflies in B. And then some final Shermans in C phase there. Support tab here, we have Vickers, a Commander Sherman, the Supply, and another card of Vickers in B. The AT tab, we have 2 6-pounders and 2 17-pounders. AA tabs, Crusader AAs all the way across. RD tab, just 2 cards of Sextons, and the Air tab, 2 cards of Typhoon Fighter Bombers. Okay, actually one's Rocket, I think. On the other side, first Lovas, one of the OG Hungarian divisions, our Recon tab here, just Toldy 1s, and the Saba there. The Infantry tab, 80 units of infantry, which is a lot for a Vanguard division. Especially these infantry are not cheap. We have the Kerbanautg, the Lovas Husarak, Goda Shudashok, 2 of those in A phase, then the Husarak MG42, the Husarak Godashok, and Husarak in C phase there. The tank tab here, Tehran 1s and Tehran 2s all the way across the board. Tehran 2s are definitely the better of the 2. The support tab, Lang Shudashok, an Assault Gun, Commander, and Supply. AT tab here, we do have the lovely 40M. We have the, I believe that's the Bazooka unit there. 2 cards of Pack 40s and the lovely Hetzer, the Agpanzer 38T, which should be a very effective weapon here, except against the Fireflies. The AA tab, phenomenal here with 40Ms, 80 mils, and Nimrods. RD tab, we have a little bit of off-map, very light off-map. The Goring 105, gross, not very good. And then the 210 off-map, ugh. And finally, we have GAU 87, Focke-Wulf F8, 2 of those fighter and bomber variants, and finally the JU 88 heavy bomber. Diving right in, if you guys enjoy this, smash that like button, subscribe, consider checking out that Patreon and YouTube membership to support the channel and get early access and things like that. So, we actually don't see a really big push here, except up north from Crippling, which is kind of funny because he's on Vanguard. I find Vanguard with these like slow Hungarian divisions to be a really odd choice because you're just off on such a slow foot, and that's not like the defining factor of whether you can go Vanguard or not. Like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's definitely a factor. Like, if your transports are all dirt slow compared to your opponents, it's really hard to get a strong early start. Especially with things like Staghounds that can just rush in. The 40M is here, though, in time, so there's definitely a response. Will these transports get by? The Staghound is forced away, so the 40M doing what it needed to do. Doesn't really catch anything else, though. Problem is it does do low damage. It's just 5 damage, so I think certain, several things survive. Assault Pioneers, though, and Defense Squads are no danger to this Saba here. Focke-Wulf F8 already getting forced off by the 50 cal, which is kind of ridiculous, actually. Another 40M doing the work here. As the Terrans reach the battlefield, Focke-Wulf is forced off. There's actual AA here in the Crusader AA. Up north, the Staghound just driving through. Not even sure how he pinned all this stuff. Trying to look. Saba, of course, doing very little. See some Terrans coming out. Staghound just plowing through here. The infantry can't unpin because the constant Staghound thing. The Bazooka, the Panzer Truck here, unfortunately on an attack move, so chasing that Staghound out. And once again, the light armor of the Western Allies here proving to be pretty defining so far. Staghound did get taken out. It's a pretty big deal, actually. Might allow Crippling to get an advantage down south if he can leverage his extra income here. The infantry were able to force themselves into the woods successfully. But so far, he's made no progress. Although, the truth is, yeah, there's only a couple Longshot Sharks, so technically these Assault Pioneers should outfight the woods here. Can't see the town's going much better here. The Saba did go down. Guess it was burned out just from many flame attacks. And the half-track here now grabbing a flag. I would say nothing here going great for Crippling. It is 14-10, and he is the Vanguard player. The Bazooka was able to walk itself out. Sorry, Panzerschreck was able to walk itself out to that stack out. The Husa Shocks here, it's easy to forget how absolutely phenomenal these units are. They are devastating. Now, we have a Faust Patron on this Arkazaxist. Will he be able to get that off is the question. These are usually terrible, but the light armor of the Stuart actually can, I think, be one-shotted. Did he stop? He did. Wow, these units are just getting absolutely mangled. Wow, the Arkazax could have done this. Arkazaxis could have done this. He's literally like a meter away. Wow, that's a big miss micro there. There it is. Yeah, it does only take one shot because it is light armor. So, Crippling actually winning this northern fight here. Fight in the southern part of the town. Going quite well. Husadox also very solid infantry. Much better than Rifles and Rifles Piat. Assault Pioneers going down here as well. The Husadox catch some infantry out in the open. Even Lovas are just... I mean, the Hungarian infantry are just far and away better than the Commonwealth infantry. From that perspective, the Hungarians have a severe advantage. But from a light armor perspective, the Canadians, I mean, actually, I should say from a medium armor. The Terrans actually deal with the light armor quite well. It's the Shermans once they start rolling in. So there's the first one. Yeah, that's going to be a big issue. The Terrans really struggle against Shermans. They can kill them, but it's like ideal situation kind of thing. You have to remember to turn off all your all your AP shells, which he doesn't right now, which means they're probably not going to kill things. A lot of infantry coming in here. 40M gets the first pen on the Stuart. If he can take that out, that's pretty huge. It looks like Kerb's strategy here is just to rush light armor former over and over again, which is honestly not a bad strategy these days. I actually think that Stuart is just out of range. Yeah, these are only 1,000. Wow, that's rough, actually. That's really bad. Especially because this 40M got pinned and did not finish off the Stuart. Lovas trying to solo this Assault Pioneer. Probably not ideal. Tron 1's moving in. They can stop this defense group from getting in, which would be a big deal. He needs to stop this flow of reinforcements. Just in time, the defense group gets out. But Crippling does now have this northern flag, and he's got this stupid half-track cut off. Tron 2's dead. No, wait, that's a transport, apparently. That got surrendered immediately, so nice pickup there. Sherman going to easily kill off this Tron 2, though, especially because it's got AP shells on still. These infantry did absolutely win out here in the center, and Crippling on a 13-11 now, although he did lose this little patch of flags here, which does matter. That's a flag you... I mean, this is an easy flag to capture, and it's a easy one to lose there. Oh, and a shooter killed on the Tehran 2. That's very dead. That is very, very dead. Tehran 1 going down now to the 6-pounder. So Crippling throwing away some light armor here. He's got to be careful. These Tehrans are actually really important. They take a while to get to the front line. Staghound is down, not before getting a pen in. Off map coming in. He's looking for the hill. Yep, these infantry are holding up for the push. And the issue isn't really any of this stuff. It's this right here. I'm not sure how he actually works his way through this brick wall of a Sherman. I mean, a Hetzer doesn't come till B phase. The Pack 40 could do it. It's a big call-in, though. I don't really fully understand the Kurak Parsok. It's just like such an odd unit. Because the Lovas is just clearly better. Like, yes, this is one more man, but this comes with AT. I mean, I guess this it puts out, like, the tiniest bit more damage at long range. The tiniest. And I don't think they have amazing availability or anything. Oh, yeah, they do. I guess they have slightly higher availability. They have the 12 availability in A, going down to 8 when you one-vet them. So I guess that's the point of taking them. Although me personally, I would always prefer having some sort of AT on my infantry for that slight loss of availability. Off-map came in. The infantry were able to push up, but they did not push all the way. You still go to Shota Shocks here. I mean, they're absolutely just bodying these Commonwealth infantry, but of course, they're no match for the Sherman and its 500 machine guns. I'm not sure why the Architects went to the front. Rifle Piat is spotted, but more Sherman's coming. And again, I have to imagine he picked first Lovas first, because this would be a really bad counter pick to 4th Canadian. Why? What? Okay, well, the assault engineer goes down. This is a pretty big deal, actually. He's totally one's able to push through here, and the flag is a flippin'. Stewart goes down in the south. I mean, Kerb's not afraid to just throw stuff into the fire. It's definitely costing him some stuff. Focke-Wulf F8, not an impressive gun run at all. The Terrans did work their way into the woods safely. Defense group goes down, flips another flag. We only have about 2 minutes left here in A phase, and Crippling's not in any position of, like, superior dominance here at all. As we watch this poor 40M try its best. Off map coming in again. There it is. It's just a 105. Like, it's really not super good. Crusader a little too slow to stop that Focke-Wulf, although the Focke-Wulf does fall back into the Crusader A. Not ideal at all. As the Focke-Wulf F8 doing some more gun running here. Might be able to save this round. No, they're just going. He knows it's there, and yet he's driving forward anyway. This Focke-Wulf didn't get fall back. Remember, this is Division 3, so we are going to see more mistakes in terms of micro, especially. I mean, he has grabbed this southern spot, and technically he should be able to grab this one too soon. He's just got this standing out in the open. He can move it right here, and it'd be very safe. Yeah, like, I just don't, like, what... As first Lovas, these medium tanks are just brick wall. And it's really hard to win games when a Sherman can brick wall you completely. I mean, once the Hetzers come, then he's got a fighting chance. Like, you just call 2 or 3 Hetzers and they absolutely chew through these Shermans. But that's it. Like, that's the only really good response to them. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why he just stood these out here. He could put him in the forest here. There's a building here, here. They're everywhere. The Sherman does spot this Toldy 1 just chilling here. These infantry are advancing pretty unbothered. But we are now in B phase. So Kerb is going to get a bit more income for himself. Bounce income starting to ramp up here. And Crippling obviously going to lose the majority of his income. Well, not the majority. He's going to lose a bit of his income. Kerb gets 20. Crippling loses 15. That's really what it ends up being. 210 doesn't even get through. Too many 50 cals. In combination with the Crusader there, it's not going to happen. Although this Crusader might run out of ammo soon. Oh, nope, there's ammo coming in. He knows what's up. These Lovas are not going to get through. He does stop one. Will he stop the other? Nope. The answer is a very much a no. For some reason, he unloaded these, though? Oh, the 17-pounder's still here. Okay, okay. I mean, the Vicar's getting pressured out of this position, which is I mean, this would be a great flag to grab. I mean, he could continue to apply pressure. There's really not much here. The hill, again, he's held up until some Hetzers show up. Like, that's really what she should be calling in right now. I mean, a Hetzer here, too, would be great. The 17-pounder's obviously very dangerous, but if you sit, you know, further back here like this, he could easily, you know, at least keep this armor off of him. These infantry have done a nice job of pushing forward here. There's no Panzerschreck or anything, though. That's definitely a problem. Instead, he calls the Panzerschrecks into the middle. Oh. 1, sure, but 2? And he's only got 4 to work with. So this is aggressive. We know he lost 1 up here, or there's 1 up here. There's maybe 1 left. It's a pretty important unit to be calling 2 into the middle here. I mean, he was on a 15-9 for a second. 40M does not succeed in getting through that armor there. Heat shell away, and it misses. Infantry down south, easily pinned by the almighty Sherman. Rifle Pia hits up the Husadok, and they should lose pretty handily here. But the armor is coming. I mean, the Husadok does have AT, so this shouldn't be like a total disaster. Oh, the bazooka. Oh, the Panzer. Wait, did they both die? Oh, that's so brutally bad. Oh, my gosh. That's so brutally bad. Stewart, again, this whole Kerb thing, just like driving armor through things, is really weird. He's on a hold fire. If he uses the heat shell, it should be fine. Nope, still holding fire. Does get a side shot or something on that Sherman. Finally takes it out. I mean, even like a pack here or something. Like, where are the Hetzers? There we go. And the last bazooka. Oh. He had so much potential down here and just kind of left it. I think potentially a bit of an overinvestment here in the Air Force. The double Focke-Wulf F8, I'm not 100% sure of the point of that. And then the extra off-map. Now, these off-maps were cheaper. I mean, that plane that just went down was 125 points. So that wasn't like dirt cheap or anything. This first one, though, 75 points. Whatever. That's not a big loss. Can the 40M get one more shot in before the Sherman actually turns? And the answer is no. If he turns the AP shell off, he could at least get a heat shell off. But no, okay. Offension shot, guys, bad. Turn it off. It's garbage. It's trash. Just oh my god, him and this bazooka. Oh, this Panzerschreck. Why? Oh, that was brutal to watch. And now they're driving into the Sherman. Yeah, that off-map didn't do what you wanted it to do. Just letting you know. Yep. Oh. Why are the Hetzers over here? Like, put one and just look it down the road. And this Typhoon is absolutely just eviscerating him. Well, the Ju-87 head-oning the Typhoon. Can the Nimrod finish the job? Not a chance. Why is he doing this? Yeah, that obviously was going to die. I'm not really sure. Crippling, like, is very persistent that, like, his Air Force is the solution to his problems here, and it's very much not. Kerb has called in plenty of AA. His AA is good. They're Bofors, like, they're good AA. His planes aren't getting through anymore. Like, it's over for the Air Force. And especially because these Crusader AAs are mobile, and he knows that. He's seen these, like, actually fighting. At some point, he has seen it. You're not going to RE it. I mean, he's not even trying to RE it out. Let's start with that. And even if he was, it's unlikely he would kill it as long as Kerb is on his micro. So, like, honestly, the answer here is Hetzers. He's got to kill off these Shermans to stop this constant pressure. And then he can actually do something. But he's on a freaking hill pression. Literally one of the worst spots you can be on in the whole map. He's put these two tanks. Finally takes out one of the Shermans. 40M's going to die here to the Typhoon. And now the Hetzers are driving out into the open. Ooh. Like, he's finally called in Hetzers, but he's using them defensively. And the fact is, like, he needs to keep pushing. He's not going to win later in C phase. It's one thing if he was way ahead here, but he's not. Yep, and now he's going to lose Hetzers because they're facing the wrong way. And a Focke-Wulf in again for no reason. This bomber, it's not going to get through. Now he's going to lose his planes. Oh my god. I mean, maybe now that he's lost his planes, he'll stop obsessing about using the planes. See, the Hetzer just absolutely dominates these Shermans. There is still a Rifles Piat here, though, as these Sabas drive right into it. Yep, there goes one. Does get spotted by the Hetzer, which is now facing the wrong way again. He's got infantry right here. Like, he really needs to just jump forward and use his infantry that way. On the other side here, Kerb being really just so dangerous, just with his armor just chilling here next to a town. Bigger's a nice spot here to stop these reinforcements. I mean, Crippling has the hill, sort of. Very, very, very generally has the hill. Hetzer facing the wrong way again. Sherman not on hill pressure, apparently. Gives the Hetzer a chance. Does get a shot off, and it does land a hit. Another Hetzer finally in a better position. I mean, it's a little tight, but, I mean, it's here. A Hetzer down here would be pretty darn strong, honestly. There's not much. A Firefly, essentially, would need to be called in. There's a Firefly coming. Now, the Hetzer actually does want to fight the Firefly at close range. You want to be, like, right here. All right, this Hetzer does catch out this Sherman, but he once again put his Hetzer on a hill. Orsha East can be extremely obnoxious hill-wise. It's easy to forget because we don't see it a ton, but there are a ton of hills on this map. So there's a lot of places that you can misplace your units. Wow, this Hetzer drove literally up to this rifle's Piat. The beach balls on this guy. And now he's just moving his Jagdpanzer. He's not attack moving it. He's just moving it. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Should this stop? Oh my god, stop. Please. Please, cease and desist. Sherman hopping up to get involved with this Hetzer, but it's stuck on the hill. More hill pressure. This Firefly gets a pen. And no, 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 no. Commit. You're not getting... Oh my god. Oh, Division 3. Now, the Sherman does go down here to the Hetzer. The Sherman's in a really dangerous spot. Rifles Piat as well. I mean, there's support. So, the Firefly doing tons of damage. I'm not 100% sure where these Husardoks were going. And now they're just getting pinned down and standing here. Hetzer looks like it might get a free kill here on the Sherman. Be pretty good. Nope, misses 2 shots in a row. But the Sherman stops again. Can that recon Sherman... No, it can't reach it. Okay. I was about to say, can it really not see this? That's impossible. This Sexton could be in a lot of trouble, actually. Oh, the Crusader A is right here. Firefly gets a pen on the Hetzer. Will it get a shot off? Will it land that shot? It does not get a second, and it misses. Oof. 14-10, though, for Crippling. I mean, we are now in C phase, though. Let the balance might begin. But can Kerb bring it back is the question. He's lost the hill. I mean, he's got a little foothold back. Tron 2's needs more Hetzers. Honestly, the answer to all his problems essentially is Hetzers. That's the only answer he does have. That's why I keep mentioning it. Crusader A is forced off with the Sherman's gone. The thing with these Sherman SARs, too, they have recon. Like, they're just... It's very hard to catch them out. All right, Pack 40 is here, so this will actually do something. Does kill off the Sherman. That's huge. Tron 2 now the big boy on campus. He really needs to turn off the AP shells. It's burning my heart a little bit. I'm getting, like, heartburn from watching... Folks, if you're going to use Hungarian divisions, you have to know that Terrans need to have their AP shells turned off. If you want them to kill anything. I mean, if you just want them to shoot and bounce on stuff, then by all means, leave them on. Or, I guess if you think they're only ever going to shoot at transports, then by all means, leave the AP on. But if you have any intention of these things killing anything with armor, then you should just turn the AP shells off. Typhoon fails hard? Was that ground attacking or something? Focke-Wulf gets an okay gun run in, but then flies way too far over the AA. Oh. Tron 2 pushed up, had no chance against this wall of Shermans. The Pack 40 might unsuppress. Oh, Focke-Wulf dead. That's probably for the best. So now Crippling will stop thinking his Air Force will do anything. Hetzer still on hill pression. Really needs to just get it off this hill. It seems, I understand. Conceptually, it seems like such a good idea. Like, oh, it's on a hill. Better lines of sight. Good stuff. And then it doesn't work that way at all. Oh, it's out of machine gun range? Maybe they lost sight of it? Huh. Weird. Crippling back on a 15-9, though. I mean, he's doing the work here. And Kerb looking kind of thin, honestly. I mean, his infantry have been absolutely annihilated. The Hungarian infantry have absolutely destroyed him. That is for sure. And Kerb also keeps doing this thing where he, like, calls reinforcements in, like, 1,000 meters behind the front line. I'm not 100% sure what he expects to happen when he does that. Not sure if he's just hoping, like, there'll be no defenses and he'll just drive right in. This, I'm not sure what Crippling's doing. He's got the hill. He's got a 15-9. He does not have pushing power anymore. He now needs to shift to defensive mode. And he keeps, like, randomly throwing troops forward. Like, that's... Pressure's nice, but there is a time to switch to defense, and this is that time. Like, make Kerb come to you into the jaws of your defenses. Like, set up good defenses, set up good traps, and all kinds of stuff. You know, like, tank here... You know, another one watch down the road, Pack 40 here, you know, a Hetzer here. You know, set yourself up to make this extremely painful. Set up some infantry in an annoying building here that's hard to get to. Put them on return fire, etc., etc. Like, make your opponent really have to come to you in the most uncomfortable way possible. Husarok just a little slow in killing that 17 pounder, but the Lovas is still here. Flag will be held. Ooh, the Typhoon. These things are so good. So good. A Hetzer here this whole time would have just absolutely dominated this. This Firefly would have had to come in much sooner. He sees the Sexton. Like, it's right there. We have two Hetzers, which is... These are definitely good. But they're on the wrong side. And this poor Pack 40 is going to get absolutely just annihilated. Gets one shot off, does land one penetration, and that's the end of that. See, like, the Pack 40 should be back here, where you can cover off all of this, and back here. It's too close. Like, you don't want your AT guns that close, especially ones like Pack 40s, which pen just fine from range. Finally, a Hetzer down here. Oh, my goodness, finally. Yes, you do actually not want the Hetzers to be close to the Shermans. Firefly, yes. Sherman, no. So one Sherman here down. I think two, actually. I think one just died, maybe. This one, there were 4 tanks here. And there's another Hetzer. All right. Feels like Crippling has finally heard me and realized what the key to his victory here is. It's Hetzers. Pack 40 did leave the APCR on, so... Might not pick up the kill here on this. Does get a turret stuck, which is not a kill, but it's, you know, pretty close. Typhoon rocket. Once again, a bit disappointing. With the Firefly turret stuck, though, this Hetzer can just clean these out. As Crippling keeps finding random flags to grab. Sherman down again. Yeah, and this was the answer the whole time. Armor in this metagame currently is extremely important, and having the armor advantage is kind of the way you win. For a long time, that was not the case. For those of you who are newer to the game, you wouldn't understand this, but for probably like 2 years of the game's life cycle, infantry was it. Like, that was all that really mattered. Tanks were tanks. They were nice. They were there. But, like, they were so secondary in terms of importance because it was all about infantry. Infantry were so strong. Pack 40 takes out the Firefly. Another Sherman going down here. Yeah, like, tanks were just so cost inefficient, and infantry were so tanky themselves, as weird as that sounds to say. Yeah, you can see Sherman's getting absolutely crushed. You know, infantry back when the fallback, before the fallback nerf, it took so much to kill infantry. It was so difficult to get them out of positions and stuff that tanks just were not cost effective at all. It was just more cost effective to call in an off map or just call in a wave of your own infantry and just overwhelm a position. After the fallback nerf, armor suddenly became a far more efficient means of controlling space and actually forcing units out of positions. So now it's a lot about having either support from light armor so that your infantry become like armored infantry, you know, mechanized essentially, or having the armor advantage where your opponent's tanks just have so much difficulty killing your tanks that it's hard to ever establish clean control over of a position. Yeah, and that Hetzer, they really do well against Shermans. At least they should. Statistically, they should be phenomenal against them. And in this game, we actually see that play out. A lot of times, I feel like something's bugged about a Hetzer. Like, it just seems to lose all the time to things that it's no business losing to. And now Crippling picks up 2 more flags here. And it seems like even with this balanced income, I mean, honestly, at this point, Kerb should be calling in Fireflies instead. Try to clear out these Hetzers. Because he's just losing piles of Shermans to them. And while he's on balanced income, these are a lot of losses. Pack 40 finishes off another Sherman. I mean, Crippling's getting a little Hetzer happy here. Again, he just needs to defend. He doesn't need to be pushing like this and putting his extremely precious, because he's probably out now. He's called in a lot of Hetzers. He had 8, and he's used a lot of them. He really shouldn't be putting these really key units in any sort of danger whatsoever. There goes another one. Like, he's about to lose this one. Yeah, see that? You can't... If he loses the Hetzers, all of a sudden the Shermans come back. It's not like the Shermans are gone for good. So if he loses too many Hetzers, the Shermans come rolling back in and can roll him back very quickly. Now, he's making a nice... I would say nice, so this is weird. I don't know if this is a misclick or he legitimately was like, you know what, this assault gun can solo the North. But it's soloing the North, so, you know, what do I know? Unless he captures his flag, he does. He was about to lose a 15-9. Here's the rocket plane again. This time it does succeed. He really should throw more stuff out there if this is really what he's going to do. Nimrod finally actually stops a Typhoon strike. Pack 40 goes down, though, up north to the Typhoon. And Kerb's just not doing... I mean, he finally cleared out the south here. He's not doing a good job of grabbing flags that are right there for him. The other thing is, too, Kerb, you know, built thinking balanced, I'll have infinite points. But the fact is these Kangaroo rifles are 40 points a pop, which means it's really hard for him to, like, spam out a lot of units to plug these holes and stuff, because he's got to spend a lot of points on his infantry. Like, he really can only get 3-ish infantry each tick, and that's not actually very much. While Kangaroo rifles are really solid, they're not like unstoppable, especially when you're coming up against Husadok and Husagoroshaks, which are very much equivalent to them for significantly less points. And also on top of that, the Kangaroos are slow. And we do see the effect down here now, so there's no armor, and all he needs now is his Kangaroo. I mean, the Sherman is there too, of course, but all he really needs is his Kangaroo. If he had just left the Goroshak there, he would have been fine. And now instead he's going to get absolutely destroyed. Yeah, big mistake there by Crippling. But he's on a 17-7, so it very much may not matter. Pack 40 finishes off a Firefly. Oof. And the Typhoon finally forced off. A line of Tehran 1s coming in here. Nimrod has to reload, allowing the Typhoon Bomber to get through and kill off that Pack 40. Still 16-8, only 40 seconds left. Kerb has just not been able to trade well enough. The massive Sherman's losses there in the beginning of C phase. It's just a lot to catch up with. He's brought back to a 13-11. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, he's only got 17 minutes, though, to get this massive ticket loss back under control. And right now, he's still not even, like, tied up. Tehran 1s ain't going to do much. The Hets are obviously quite dangerous. It's kind of hidden among this pile of Tehrans. It's kind of hilarious. He's just going for it. Kind of love it, not going to lie. Now the Tehrans are safe from the Sherman because the Hetzer's tanking for them. Crippling still on a 13-11 as his blob of Tehrans just drives on through. Oh my gosh. Why? Sherman does get a pen on that Hetzer. If this dies, that's absolutely crushing. Down it goes. But only 10 seconds left. Where else is he pushing? Down south, a push is coming for those flags. Will he zero it out? 17, 5. Oh, there it is. 2. Oh, and the Kangaroo's painful speed comes back to bite him. 34 minutes and 24 seconds. Wow, they actually traded like even. Did not feel that way. Did not feel that way at all. Stewart at the beginning doing a lot of work. Yeah, the Shermans, before Crippling realized that Hetzers were his response to everything, were absolutely destroying him. And then Crippling realized he had one tool and one tool only, and that's all he really needed. Well, that was fun. If you guys enjoyed that, smash that like button, subscribe, check out all the cool stuff, and have a fantastic day.